with the many things that I do. You can hurry the sound. I'm trying to tell you not to cross that line. I'm a busy man with a master plan. I can't even spare you one single minute. I'm a busy man, got it all in hand. So don't bother trying to test the limit of a busy man. Don't ever be late or keep me waiting long. The bus will leave without you. My mind is too tired and my heart is strong. Like a list I'm breaking 62. Once I've made up my mind, forget it, baby. You'll find it's easier to fall in love. I'm a busy man with a master plan. I can't even spare you one single minute. I'm a busy man, I got it all in hand. So don't bother trying to test the limit. I'm a busy man with a master plan. I can't even spare you one single minute. I'm a busy man, got it all in hand. So don't try to test the limit of a busy man.
Hi folks, we are joined by Big Horizon, just done a wonderful session. How's it going, lads?
Hi.
We all good? A lot of fun listening to your songs there. I'll get the names right. Donovan, Joe, Mike, Lee, Iain. Look at that, perfect. Now, I know the story of how you guys got together, so I'm going to let you explain more of it, obviously. But I actually got to see you guys play, I think last week, with ELO. Now, wonderful show. But it turns out you guys have been playing all around the world with different bands for quite some time, right? I mean, I'll let you elaborate. I've seen the names of the bands that you've played with, and it's unbelievable. I mean, if you want to share some of the bands that you've played with around the world and kind of how you got together, go for it.
Well, we started a lot of years ago.
Just Mike, sorry.
We started a lot of years ago, mainly actually with a band called Take That, who back in 2005 reformed, and I had been their musical director in their first incarnation. And so I put together a new band for that in 2005, which included Lee and Dom. So we started then, really. So that was 20 years ago. And everybody else, so obviously Joe and Iain, in those days were playing with different bands. But as the years went along, both Joe and Iain have sort of integrated into different bands that we've had. And we ended up, ELO is the first time, and that was 10 years ago, we played the five of us in one band.
Yeah.
Joe has now started to work with us when we do the Take That stuff as well. But so obviously as a rhythm section, these two guys are, perfect because they've played together so long. So though a lot of people will say, your session, we kind of feel like a band because we've played together more than most bands have. So Don can elaborate. I started it off, but Don was there at the beginning. So come on, what do you want to say?
Yeah, just to piggyback off what Mike says, it's been 20 years, and I think the thing about us all is that, we are essentially session guys, but we have actually played together more than we've played with anybody else, really, which kind of really segued us into Big Horizon was an inevitable thing. It was always going to happen at some point. It was just when it was going to happen, really.
Yeah.
So it's quite special and very sort of dear to us. The whole project, from its conception right the way through to, making the record, writing the songs, making the record, and then now being able to come and do a session like this. We can sort of thank COVID for bringing us together, really.
Right. Yeah.
Obviously, when the world sort of ground to a halt, we were sort of wondering what we were going to do,
Of course, yeah.
like everybody else. And I guess it's obviously a mixture of COVID and our sort of friendship, really. And we were sort of spending time on Zoom calls, checking in. We used to do like a coffee and a cake call every week, and we'd sort of just check in on each other, make sure we're all cool, really. So it was sort of birthed out of us sort of being apart, really, and looking after each other, looking out for each other.
Yeah.
And then sort of Mike had the idea of, should we do something, lads? And I think it was sort of good for our mental state, really, just to give us a sense of purpose, really.
So I mean, well, obviously, given your backgrounds and that the ideas, I mean, because you're all obviously top class musicians, how does the writing process happen? Because I mean, is it all everyone's got their own ideas, or?
Well, it works in quite an interesting combination, because an interesting way, because we work in different combinations. It's not as if there's a fixed that one person does this, then somebody else does that, and there's always the same formula. Some of the songs are kind of led by different people, but we all collaborate, and the end result is very much a combination of the five of us. So it keeps it really fresh, having somebody coming into the group and going, I've got this idea for something, or maybe we could do something like this, and then inadvertently it morphs into something else, or sometimes an idea that somebody else has got. Then it's like, oh well, we could try that as the chorus, and so it's very much an organic kind of collaborative thing that we do.
Yeah.
That's right, and because of the situation with the pandemic, we really couldn't get together in the same room. So when we started writing together, it was mostly what do you call it? Remotely.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
So we'd send each other a demo or a part or a section of a song, and then someone else would add something else, and that's how we did it.
Yeah. Well, I imagine when the times where you could finally get together and practice, I imagine that was quite a relief, dare I say, where you could hear those all.
It was really nice, actually.
It was really good. It was really
in the
good
room
fun
together for the first time in your studio.
Yeah.
Don's studio. Yeah.
Now, your recording process. I believe you recorded in, is it Rockfield Studios in Wales?
We did some recordings.
Some recordings down there. Now, I believe that's quite. It's got quite an aura to it. I believe.
There's a lot of history in that place.
Yeah, I mean,
quite something.
Yeah, I mean, well, what was that like recording in there?
Well, from a recording point of view, we only did a few overdubs and a few extra bits in there. A lot of the foundation of what we did was actually recorded mainly at Mike's place and at Don's place as well. So the Rockfield thing was very much an addition, but going in there and adding a few extra bits was just like, wow, this is quite something. This is where Bohemian Rhapsody was recorded.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's interesting you say that. So was it a case of when you went in there, it was kind of like you were inspired, or kind of things changed? It's like, oh, I've got an idea out of nowhere all of a sudden.
Yeah, I suppose that there was definitely an element of that. I think it was more, I think as soon as you put yourself in another location and different ideas, different things come out. And it was an interesting thing.
Yeah, cool.
Somebody said to lost your way again. Everyone's wondering just where you went. I know where to find you when you hide away behind your tired eyes. I wish I could help you open the door. Don't know what it is you're looking for. I know where to find you when you hide away behind your tired eyes. chuck it up, you open the door. If you don't know what it is you're looking for, I know where to find you when you hide me way behind your tired eyes. You never can hide away from me. Even if you were miles away, you can't hide away from me. You never can hide away from me. Even if you were miles away, you can't hide away from me. Oh, you never can hide away from me. Even if you were miles away, you can't hide away from me. I will find you behind your tired I will find you behind your tired
So you guys are actually having an album preview in London, November 8th in Holborn, I believe.
That's right, our very first gig.
Your very first gig. I mean, you've got to be excited for that.
We are,
Yeah?
aren't we, boys?
Better ever so. Yes, sir.
Can't wait. I must say, the vocal harmonies, sorry to kind of sidetrack again, sounding lovely, I've got to say.
Very much.
You know, and I've not even got like in-ears in or anything, but I could still hear it. It sounded wonderful. But yeah, I'm always interested in that songwriting process and, you know, the parts.
The vocal arrangements are a big part of a lot of the records that we love.
Yeah.
We're all into music with lots of harmonies. So
ELO.
there you go.
There you go. Exactly. Well, I mean, it'd be interesting to hear kind of what kind of influences you had as your kind of background. I mean, for you example, you know, I mean, what would your kind of influences have been?
Well, I'm a massive fan of the Beach Boys and the Beatles and everything that kind of stems from their creations and influence people that were influenced by them. So melodic and very harmonic, you know, rock and pop, but with hooks and melodies. And with this, we wanted to do, it's a distinctly kind of West Coast American type of feel to it. So we've gone into Laurel Canyon with some of the songs, with that sort of vibe, and we've gone more Michael McDonald or Boz Scaggs or that kind of area with some of the other ones, you know. So it's a lot of different things in there, and it's been fun sort of exploring a sort of sound based on what we love from the 70s as the main kind of imprint.
Yeah, and I mean, it wasn't hard to do that, I'm guessing.
No, we just all, you know, we just all love the music, and it all came out really naturally.
Somewhat naturally, yeah. I mean, that's
It's
right.
a very natural thing in terms of that 70s idea that we had.
Yeah.
What's been great is that everybody's brought a little bit of. It's like we talk about Laurel Canyon, but the difference is it's a much rockier version of, because you know with Don and Lee, that they're coming from a slightly more rockier place. So the mix has been fantastic. That's been what I've enjoyed with it.
That's right. It's just,
And-
Mike will come up with an
Yeah.
acoustic guitar thing that's a bit Joni Mitchell-y, and then it'll end up sounding more like Yes or something.
Yeah, and the other thing is, which you know, a few of us are pretty into prog,
Right.
so there's a little bit of prog in there.
There we go.
Mixed in with log. Can you believe?
Yeah.
Gentle Giant.
But this man here is the prog meister. So
The prog minister.
yeah,
In fact, Iain and I have got prog credentials anyway, haven't we?
We do.
Because I've played. Well, so have you actually. But
have I.
we've both played with some of the guys in Gentle Giant, which was a band called Three Friends. Plus, I played for Yes, a version of Yes with Rick Wakeman and John Anderson and Trevor Rabin. And then when I wasn't around because I was on tour, and then some shows came in, Iain came in and played bass and sang. So we've I've Steve Hackett as well. I've played for, and
Wow.
so we're definitely like that too. you
Yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah.
But we like all sorts, you know.
Yeah.
It's been amazing.
Great.
Thank you so much.
Great.
We've had
So
such a
much.
great
Listen,
day.
I
really appreciate it.
listen. Our pleasure. I
Brilliant.
It's the first for us and
Yeah.
first time checking out his songs.
Start playing some of those songs. Yeah.
They don't work, do they?
work
Shit. We've realised it doesn't work. We're splitting up after this.
all right. All
Turned
done.
up and just okay. Split up.
Yeah, all done and now
Yeah.
splitting up.
Splitting up.
Yeah. So again, lads, Big Horizon. Thank you so much for coming by. Music
Absolutely.
sounded wonderful. No, thank you guys. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, and hopefully we're gonna have you back in soon. Fingers crossed.
Can't wait.
Yes.
Next time we'll know everything properly.
Listen, you killed it.
We'll have done so many gigs. Or will.
With other bands.
After feeling sorry for herself for so many years, the lonely child knew she had to find another way. So she opened up her heart to anyone who'd give her the time of day. Now all the world was a stage for her pity play. And then they appeared, a cavalry of cartoon hearts, to help her pretend that she wasn't really falling apart. From the inside out. From the inside out. A new day, a new sad story for everyone. inside